Hey, what's up, traders? This is William from Bear Bull Traders. And sorry, the hat's not available. And this is an update to the DOS dynamic hotkeys that Kyle from our community created and got so much love from all of you who watched the video on YouTube. The first video was released a couple days ago to help you guys understand the hotkeys and the risk per trade. And we had so much love. Thank you all so much. Seth said, been waiting for this, so awesome. Pitman says, 2 words, game changer. Poker Dealer, love your scripts. Thank you, Kyle. These hotkeys are amazing from Henderson. Yeah, that's a funny one. Bal Singh says, amazing information. Can't thank you guys enough for putting this together. Yeah, this is a game changer for a lot of traders. And if this is your first time watching this, I'll put the link to the first video in the comment section as well. And we're going to do some updates. And first of all, we also want to thank DOS. I mean, it is amazing what these hotkeys can do to equalize our risk per trade and to send the stop to the market along with the order for us retail traders. It really helps us work on our risk management. So for DOS, who put together the software that we use to have this powerful function that we can utilize and to help with building these hotkeys, thank you so much. We look forward to anything else amazing you guys have in the works in the future. I know you've got some stuff that we're excited for, so thank you. Let's give a refresher on why these hotkeys are so amazing and helpful for many people who try them. It solves a big problem in trading that causes a lot of people fail, which is risk management and equalizing their risk per trade. So whether you're trading a mid-price stock like MU or AMD, something really high like Tesla or Baba or Roku, or a low float stock that's in the $1 or $2 range, and whatever strategy, how wide your stop is or how close your stop is, and you have to do mental math to calculate, oh shoot, I only want to risk $20 per trade, or I'm trading 1,000 shares of MU, or 500 shares of MU, and I'm going to trade 500 shares of Tesla. Your risk now is all over the place, and these hotkeys allow you to equalize it, so no matter what you trade, no matter how you trade, you're going to lose the same amount on each trade every time you're wrong. And you can use a function of multiples of R, which is your risk, how much you lose, to get out of your trade so you can equalize your profits as well. Okay, so it's really amazing. And we're going to get in exactly how that works, but that's what this does. You don't have to do the mental math. You can completely take that part out of your trading to try to figure out how many share size do I need, what's the ask right now, where should my stop be. All of that is now built into the hotkey. It's amazing. So now let's get into the updates, okay? Along with all the love, we also got some troubleshooting issues, and I worked through all of them. I think I answered everything in emails and texts and the comments to try to get it all fixed for everyone. I think I did, for the most part, we got all the problems solved. Now I'm gonna make this update video point by point how to do this, even more detailed than the first one. So we're gonna get into that right now. So let's start this from the very beginning. Go into the description that's in this video right now and copy and paste the hotkey. And since this video isn't made yet, I'll use the previous video I made and long with $20 risk per trade, okay? We put it at $20 so it's nice and low for anyone so there's no mistakes. Highlight this, click copy. Okay, so now it's in your clipboard. Okay, now in DOS, we want to click Setup, Hotkeys, click down here at the bottom, click Add New Item, and then type in long with $20 risk and stop, or whatever you want to do. Use the hotkey. We'll do Control R. You can do anything you want to add your own hotkey, just whatever you want to use. You put it in that field. And then in the script, right click, paste. Everything is in there. Now, you don't need to change anything. It has the $20 risk, which is right here. This is the only thing you ever need to change for your risk if you want to keep everything the same. And click Commit, and then click OK. Okay, so now we've done step 1. Copy and paste the hotkeys. Make sure the risk per trade is correct. Now, make sure to practice and sim before using these live. You want to get to know these and be familiar with them. All right, so some things I didn't put in the video that I overlooked that you have to do. Next step is right click on your chart. So any chart you want to use over here, right click on it, click configure. Okay, now in this box, you need to make sure that this double click to trade is enabled or it will not work. Okay, so that's enabled. Click OK. Okay, so now we have the function of the double clicking allowed in DOS. And this is important. You must do this on every chart you want to use. Okay, so if you want to use this chart, you've got to do it. And then if you want to use this other chart, you also have to go and right click, click configure, make sure the double click to trade is selected, and hit OK. Okay. Now, another very important thing I overlooked because I did this so long ago, but you have to do this, is right click on the montage, highlight style, and select stop order. So over here, you want to go to your montage, right click, highlight style. Oh, it's off the screen. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. Right click, highlight style. Okay, there you go. And then you want stop order. These keys were created with stop orders, and I'm not a programmer, but I talked with the programmer, and this is important. Some of the other styles might work. There might be little problems, but stop order is what this was made with. So use stop order. And if this changes things on your montage, you might need to change other things. But for me, I use that automatically, but some people don't, and they had to go in and change that. Okay, so let's see how this actually works. So for a long entry, you want to double click the chart where you want your stop placement to be. And notice over here, when I have my cursor on the chart, and you can see that it shows 1138, that's my stop placement. So what this does is if I double click this, my stop is now 1138, that's built into the montage. And it's gonna calculate based on the risk parameter of $20 and the ask, which is currently 1144, and it's gonna do the math for me to say that if I'm wrong and this trade that I get filled in on the ask goes to my stop, how much will I lose? I'll only lose $20, so it'll equalize that risk. And so double click the chart at 1138 or wherever your stop wants to be, click your hotkey, Control R in this case. Oops, the montage needs to be highlighted as well. So double click the chart, Control R in this case. Okay, so now you can see I am filled. The ask was 1143. I got filled at 1143 with 333 shares. I'm in my sim account because I'm just, I'm not practicing, I'm showing you guys how to do this. And then you see here's my long entry order on the chart. Now my stop is actually sent to the market down here. It really is. And notice, so my stop is in the market. I don't have to do anything else. It's sent. Stop will automatically be sent to the market in the order books. And note that the stop is shown in the type field, not the price field. So I got someone emailing me saying they were confused because they had the shares, but there was no price built into the stop. But it's actually right here, and I know this is small, but it's under type. It says SM 1137, which means stop market order, and that's placed at 1137. And note, the stop order arrow does not show up on the chart, but we're trying to get that fixed in DOS on the back end from them. They're doing amazing and helping us with that so that we can see the order on the chart as well, even though we know it's there. So now let's calculate the risk per trade. I have this teeny little hotkey verification. So my intended risk is $20. My entry is 1143. My stop is 1137. And I have 333 shares, and look at that. If I am wrong, I am going to lose $20. Equalized per trade. That's the beautiful thing about this and why it's so amazing, okay? So now we'll do a short entry with a wider stop, so you can see even if you have a really tight step on a low price stock or a really wide stop on a high price stock, it's the same thing. So just like we did before, we want to go into the description of the video. Highlight. You got short with $20 risk with the stop sent to the market. Highlight that. Click copy. Select setup. Hotkey. and then you want to add new item, and then we want to go short with $20 risk and stop order. And then whatever hotkey you want, I'll just do Control E, doesn't matter. And then right click on the script, click paste, and again, make sure that this is set for 20, which it is, and you can always change that. And now we are ready to use it. So click OK. Let's go to Tesla, a wide price stock, and let's see, okay, I think Tesla is going to be a short. I don't think it's going to be high a day, so that's over $1 away. You see up here, I'm highlighting it. It's going to put a stop in at 242.87. I double click the chart. I click Control E, which is the hotkey. So now I'm short, and look, it only gave me 17 shares. I've got my stop of 17 as a buy order for my short. And the stop is exactly what I highlighted, 242.86. Again, that stop is sent to the market. Let's click the hotkey verification. Intended risk is 20. The short price that I was filled at was on the ask at 241.70. My stop is 242.86. I only got 17 whopping shares, and bam, look at that. No longer can we take 3 good trades on AMD and MU and 1 trade on Tesla and have way too much risk on Tesla and lose so much to wipe out the winners. If I'm wrong, if it goes way up to my stop, I am going to lose $20. Now, the thing you also need to realize is that in these scripts, you'll still lose a little more or a little less based on slippage, right? And that has nothing to do with the hotkeys. That's with any order type, any stop type, however you use it. If you get filled on the ask or the bid, however you do it, you can always lose on slippage. And that's just built into trading in general. As a day trader, we have to deal with slippage. The hotkey is no different. It has to deal with slippage just like every order type you do. So please note that. Okay, so let's look at the cron long. Look, I no longer have my position. The order is gone. So let's see how much I lost. Okay, so let's look at this. And I was messing around with this, making this video to make sure everything was set up correctly. Look at this on my cron. 333 shares like you saw, I lost $20. $20.10, right? Whatever. It is perfect. That's what we want. That we've equalized the risk now. When we're wrong, we lose what we intended on any type of trades we do. Any troubleshooting issues that people had. Known issue, must double click to trade on every chart. A lot of people didn't have that clicked. I didn't note that. It's now noted in this. Make sure to do that, you have to. Montage style is very important. Stop order style is known to work best. Other styles might work, but if you want just to make sure that it's the right one, use stop order style. Must have enough buying power. Some people that are in sim and trying it, they had their buying power set to 0 or too low, and the hotkey is a function of the buying power. So make sure you go into your account and change the buying power in sim, which you can do, and then that will work. That did solve some issues for people. Some people had an older version of DOS, which most versions of DOS should still work, but just to be safe, recommend to update to the newest version. And to do that, click Tools. From the top menu in DOS, select Auto Upgrade and follow the process. So you just click Tools, and then Auto Upgrade, and bam, you just auto upgrade it, okay, to the newest version. And now here's the one. If using CMEG and the lamp root, must remove the plus sign from the TIFF equals day plus field. So that field now in the script should only equal TIFF equals day. And this is important. I guess I don't use CMEG, so I had a member help me with that. And they said that if that issue fixed, or changing the script like this fixed the issue that they were having. I don't think they can trade pre-market or post-market, although I'm not sure, but within the actual market, removing the plus sign only in the TIFF equals day plus field part of the script solved it. There might be other plus signs in there. Do not remove all the plus signs, only in the TIFF equals day plus. And I think there's only 2 of them in there, so just remove the plus sign and nothing else. And I think those were all the main issues that we had. So bonus, the hotkey risk verification spreadsheet link is downloadable. I mean, it's a super simple spreadsheet, but someone wanted it, so I was like, hey, whatever, I can make this available. Super simple, just to verify my risk. And in the description, you can download this now. So hopefully I solved a lot of the troubleshooting issues people had. Hopefully you understand the importance of these hotkeys, and I really sincerely hope you give it a try. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. And again, remember, please subscribe. If you really like this content and you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Thank you all.